sure enough, I've found it. Euro GBP. Here's the proof that it's fixed. This has gone from £170 to 6,287. It's still going up. This is Euro GBP with 100% tick data from Duca's copy. So I've downloaded the tick data for the last 12, well, from 26th of November 2018 until 25th of November this year. 100% tick data from Duca's copy, downloaded onto the MT4 platform and run through strategy tester here for the last year on M5 time frame, and starting with just a tiny little 0.14, and no one else can do this. The big bank traders officially can't do anything remotely close to this, like 5 to 10% profit. This is doing, well, it's turned so far 170 quid into 6,287 with no drawdown, no risk. This is the key. All the other robots, because this is a robot doing this, I've created a, I've took an existing indicator that's been turned into an expert advisor, and I've modified it to trade a specific way at a specific time. The London fix. This is when the Forex markets are rigged, the London fix. So yeah, here we go. Anyway, so it's up to 6,432 from a starting balance of 200 and a starting mini lot of 0.16. 0.16 mini lot. You only need, with a 500 to 1 leverage account like this one, you only need I mean, you need 200 quid to open an account, a Forex account like this as a minimum deposit, but to start a 0.16 mini lot, you only need, like, I don't know, 40 quid. So about 40 quid you've turned into 6,400, you know, that's what we're up to at the moment, 6,432. August the 12th. So August the 12th, so we've still got a couple of months left, so we should turn this £40 into, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 or 10,000 by in a 12-month period. 100% tick data strategy test, so this is taking into account all variables, including the spread. Okay, it's finished, and this is what it did. £25,717. But how the Forex fix may be rigged. So yeah, is the Forex market rigged around the fix? The fix is around the 4 p.m. each day on the and it's called the London fix. And it's where the big banks try and push the money one way or the other at a certain time of the day, so they can make a sneaky little bit of money. Now, there's no Forex or no script that has been written to capitalise on this. All the Forex scripts and all the EAs, I've tested them all on strategy testers and back testers, and they all use martingale and grid systems. They will all blow your bank up. They'll make money. They'll have a nice curve for a while, but all of them, even these ones that cost 24,000 quid on here, there's loads of them. There's EAs and robots that are selling for you know, that one's 2,400. There's ones on here for like 30,000 quid and stuff. I've tested them all. You can test them, and 100% tick data. Don't use a strategy tester on MT4 without downloading the tick data from Duca's copy. Tick Story Lite. You can get a year's 100% tick data for free. So I've downloaded Euro GBP from October the 16th to October the 15th. So the last year, so it's 100% tick data into the strategy tester. And what I've done, guys, is I've spent years actually analysing the London fix, and around that time for patterns, just repeating patterns, because I know the way the world works, that it's fixed and that the banks are making easy money. I mean, the best bank traders are supposed to be doing 5 to 10% a month. Right, what I'm about to show you is the golden egg. This is what we're going to... who are we taking money from when we win on Forex? We're taking money from the big banks. So this is us against the big banks, playing them at their own game and having a nice slice of the pie. So I've looked into it. I've discovered what they're doing, how they're doing it, and I've created a script or a robot that trades the Euro GBP. It's based on an existing script or robot based on the Pancake Eagle breakout indicator, which has been turned into an EA, which has been modified with my custom configuration to trade the London fixed time frame and to do a certain thing within that time frame every day. It trades once a day and it wins at an 85% strike rate. Here's the proof. This is the last 12 months here from the 2018 October to 2019 October, on the M5 time frame. Every tick the most precise method, blah blah blah. Euro GBP, using a spread of 2 or a spread of 5, it makes no difference, but you want to put the spread, if you run a strategy test on IC markets, as low as you can, or put it on current, because current's not very accurate actually, it doesn't read it very well. Probably put it on 2 or 1 or something, because there's no spread on IC on a good ECM broker like IC markets. There's practically no spread, and you're paying a small commission instead. So and it's either a spread or a commission. If you're not paying a commission, then you're betting against the house. It's just, you don't want to do that. There's a conflict of interest. Okay, so this has gone from a year. Now let's have a look how we started, because I want to try and get you excited about this. All these EAs on here are not in the same league. The ones that are selling for £25,000 on here in the MT4 marketplace, there's hundreds of them. So, you know, some of them are 150 quid, but none of them work. They don't work on full 100% tick data. They don't. Otherwise, why would they be selling them? They'd be doing them themselves. The reason I'm selling this, I'm writing at the start of something, and I need a bit of capital to invest in it myself. I've invested the little bit I've got, but you know, 10 people basically. I'm looking for 10. I don't want any more than that, because I can't manage any more than that. It'll be like a course. I'll give you everything. I'll set you up with the system. I'll teach you everything I'm doing. It's dead easy. It's all automated, so you don't need to do anything. It's just all. I'll just set you up with an account. You'll need altogether probably about 300 quid. I'm going to charge you 100. So it's 10 people at £100, and we all do it together. Then it's fun, and I sort of know all these people. I know you all anyway, sort of in a way. So you know, we'll be talking to each other. We'll set up some forum or some communication where you can talk to each other. You can talk to me anytime you like, and message me, and I'll help you out. You know, with £40 you can do it. You can turn £40 into well, on the back test results, 100% tick data, a Euro GBP. It's turned £200 into 5,000 in 12 months, but obviously it's only started with a 0.11. There's no drawdown. It's an 85% strike rate, 85% winning strike rate. It's a tight stop loss. Like I say, all these are grid, martingale, or they trade without a stop loss. So that means you're waiting for a position it might go with hundreds of pounds into drawdown before it finally swings back. Again, none of this. This is trading a fixed system within an hourly time frame. It's filtering out the news results, and it's trading with a type stop loss. In other words, it's no risk. It's the golden egg. You're never going to lose your capital. The worst that could happen is 3 or 4 would lose straight off the bat, you know, and you'd lose a couple of quid, and we'd have to stop it and say, well, that's not right, because it wins at 85%. We've backtested it, something's gone wrong here. I'm running it on live accounts now, and it's producing the same results on my live accounts, as I'll just show you in a sec. But okay, so we're starting here October last year, on this strategy test, 100% tick data, or 99.9% from October 24th. Now let's have a look. So we kick off the first one on a 0.11 mini lot. This is a 0.11 mini lot, so this is how safe it is. It's only trading once a day with a tight stop loss in a tight time frame, so the price can't go flying off for miles, because we're not leaving it for hours. You know, it's as safe as you get. It's as safe as you can possibly get. So you could start with 40 quid, 25 quid. I think you need about 25 or 30 quid in your account for a 0.11 lot, and straight off the bat it should start winning at 85%. So it shouldn't even go into any drawdown at all. Yeah, and I mean, you could start this for 40 quid. So you could turn 40 quid into 5,000 quid in 12 months using this fixed system on Euro GBP. So I want 10 people to get involved with me now, and let's make some money and have some fun. First one here, £6.68, so up to £206. Then the next day, £16.67, and the next day £8.84, and The next day, £13.10. You see, it's winning as it should do. It goes straight from the bat. The line is going up straight away. Your money is not at risk. It's only trading tiny little amounts. Now you could start straight away and have that as a 1.30, like 10 times bigger, and make 130 quid instead of 13 quid 10. So you'd have made 130 quid that day. And now what could you do? You could do a full lot on IC markets with 500 to 1 leverage for about 110 quid. So you'd need about 110 quid deposit, and you could have made 130 quid on that trade. 85% strike rate. Here's the proof on the final report, by the way. Strike rate here. Profit trades percent total won 83.11. So 83.11% strike rate. Consecutive wins 23. Here, initial deposit 200, total net profit 4,563, and the drawdown. Now, no one can do this. You can go onto the signal services on MT4, and none of them can produce these results. None of them can produce anything like these results, because we're trading a fixed market, and they're not. They're trying to do all sorts of weird things with when they don't need to. Okay, so the drawdown here, have a look at this, 12.3%. That's the maximum drawdown, 12.3%, and that was when we were already, a couple of £1,000 in profit from an initial deposit of 200. You could start this for 30 quid. You can turn 30 quid into 4,800. It's just a strategy tester. I think minimum was 200. So we've gone here from, like I say, from October. We started 29th October. It started trading on 0.11 lot, tiny little lots. It started doing £6. Then it started going up to 0.19 lots, 0.20 as our bank increases. See, it goes up to 0.78, still tiny, and then finally now we're trading two lots, two and a half lots, and we're making 141 quid here, and 243 quid that day, and 45 quid that day and stuff. It's still winning. It's winning at 83.2% strike rate, and with a 12% relative drawdown, maximum drawdown, which isn't even that. It's it's a drawdown from when we've already made a ton of money. There's no green line drawdown here. This is the golden egg, as good as it gets. It's a fixed market. I found out how they're doing it. I've tested it, fully back tested it, configured it, but here we go. The Forex markets are fixed around the London fix time, and as they suggest it is, it might be. It is, of course it is. Obviously, it's the banks we're talking about here. They're going to have their ways to make their easy money. And I found it, and here's the, like I said, 100% tick data, or 99.9% Duca's copy. So we've got turned 200, let's last year on Euro USD, £200 to £2,000. You could have turned £2,000 with no risk to your initial 2,000 deposit, or a very tiny risk to your 2,000 deposit, up to nearly £50,000 in a year. So if you can grab a bit of money together, grab it together now. Contact me below, and let's get going. Okay, we're onto a good thing here. This could be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Yeah, it's a good thing. On live accounts, yeah, I've just like I said, I haven't got much capital to invest in this, which is why I'm trying to put it out there for other people who might want to be interested. But as far as on live accounts, I've got a VPS set up here with about 4 accounts on, all with about sort of 90 quid on each account. I've got various I'm trading various, not just Euro GBP, I'm trading others, because I've got a system which I'll explain to you later that does actually make money as well, just in the same sort of way, on all the other charts, but it's really big at the moment on Euro GBP for obvious reasons. So this is the one we're concentrating on. So yeah, I've run it the last few days on a live live accounts. That there's the trade from the 15th of November. Trades once a day, so it traded at 0.14 and it made £7.28. So if we went in there with a 1.4 lot, it would have made 72 quid, or 720 quid if we went in with a decent sized lot, as the bankers would. Okay, so it's a winner anyway, so we can increase the lot size there easily. This is on a tiny little amount, I mean, even on this, I could, on an £80, I'm going to turn it up now to maximum. So I'll be trading about 0. On an £80, 0.30, maybe a 0.40 later today, when it trades later today. Okay, so here's the day before, on the 14th. It traded a 0.13 euro GBP and it made £5.85. Did it trade on the I've only been doing it for a few days. On the 13th, yeah, it traded a 0.12 on the 13th and made £5.88. So you see, it's working on my live account as of course it will do, based on 100% tick data from Duca's copy on the strategy test. Just running exactly the same, winning at 83%, and we're at the start of something big here, guys. Something new and big.